Hello, I am Tutor Ricky's teaching partner. My name is Suzuki. I will be explaining the content of this video to you. This video discusses business and company law, focusing on an example from a previous exam question within the HKICPA QP Module 10, Business and Company Law. Specifically, it addresses sections from the company's ordinance related to unfair prejudicial actions. Let's begin discussing the topic now. Question. The topic content pertains to the company's ordinance, with a specific focus on unfair prejudicial remedies. Alvin, Beckham and Calvin were good friends, and they have incorporated a private company in Hong Kong, the company. The company adopted model articles for private companies limited by shares as the articles. It has been agreed that Alvin, Beckham and Calvin shall participate in the management of the company. Alvin, Beckham and Calvin are the directors of the company and each owns 2,000 issued shares in the company. They each have a director's salary in the sum of 50,000 Hong Kong dollars per month. In addition, Alvin lent 500,000 Hong Kong dollars to the company as shareholders' loan payable on demand. Recently, Alvin, Beckham and Calvin had strong arguments over the management of a project. As a result, Alvin, Beckham and Calvin had been in a serious dispute. Beckham and Calvin decided that they were unable to work with Alvin. Alvin also demanded the repayment of the shareholders' loan. Beckham and Calvin refused to repay the loan to Alvin on the ground that the company did not have sufficient cash. Alvin was removed from the directorship by Beckham and Calvin. Alvin would like to bring an action against Beckham and Calvin. Required. Analyse whether Alvin may apply for an unfair prejudicial remedy under the company law. In this question, the requirement pertains to the company's ordinance, QP M10. Alvin may seek an unfair prejudicial remedy. The answer should include relevant sections from the company's ordinance that relate to the question. Let's break down the situation for a clearer understanding. 1. Parties involved. Alvin, Beckham and Calvin Private Limited Company by shares, the company. 2. Key facts. Alvin, Beckham and Calvin are directors of the company. Each owns 2,000 issued shares in the company. They receive a director's salary of 50,000 Hong Kong dollars per month. Alvin lent 500,000 Hong Kong dollars to the company as a shareholder's loan. Third dispute. Alvin, Beckham and Calvin had serious arguments over project management. Beckham and Calvin decided they couldn't work with Alvin. Alvin demanded repayment of the shareholders' loan. Beckham and Calvin refused, citing insufficient cash in the company. Actions taken. Beckham and Calvin removed Alvin from the directorship. 5. Alvin's intention. Alvin wants to bring legal action against Beckham and Calvin. In summary, Alvin seeks an unfair prejudicial remedy due to disputes with Beckham and Calvin. The case involves company law and relevant sections from the company's ordinance. After identifying and analysing the question and requirement, we now start the answer to the question. Answer. Unless otherwise stated, the references to the above provision as are made to the company's ordinance, QP 622. The question required candidates to analyse the unfair prejudicial conduct under Section 724. Section 724 provides that the court may exercise its powers to give relief if, on a petition by a member of a company, it considers that 1. The company's affairs are being or have been conducted in a manner which is unfairly prejudicial to the interests of the members generally, or of one or more members, including the member. Or 2. An actual or proposed AC or omission of the company, including one done or made on behalf of the company, is or would be so prejudicial. There are 2 elements to the requirement of unfair prejudice, and both must be present. 1. The conduct must be prejudicial, causing prejudice or harm to the interest of the members or some part of the members of the company. And 2. The conduct complained of must be unfair. In Ray Taiwan Land Investment Limited, 1981, it was held that the company was a small business with only 4 directors who had close personal relationships and all participated in the management with mutual trust and confidence. Any conduct which amounted to the injury, detriment, or damage to the member petitioner shall be regarded as prejudice conduct, and that unfairness and prejudice conduct to members must be coexistence. The concept of unfairness is similar to the just and equitable ground for winding up. The notion of fairness must be understood in this context. The notions on fairness have been well explained by the court in O'Neill v. Phillips, 1999. It was held that for unfair prejudice remedy, there must be a breach of the terms of how the affairs of the company should be conducted, and it is unfair for those conducting the affairs of the company to rely on their strict legal powers under the constitution of the company. Section 725(1)(a) provides that the court may make any order it thinks fit for giving relief under a petition for unfair prejudice under Section 724(1)(a). Section 725(2) and 726, the specific remedies which the court may order. First, restraining the continuance of the conduct of the company's affairs mentioned in the petition. 2. That proceedings that the court thinks fit be brought in the company's name. 3. Appointing a receiver or manager. 4. Making any other order the court thinks fit, whether for regulating the conduct of the company's affairs in future, for the purchase of shares of any member of the company by another member of the same company, for the purchase of shares of any member by the company and the reduction accordingly of the company's capital, or for any other purpose. And 5. Making an order for the company or any other person to pay any damages that the court thinks fit to a member of the company whose interests have been unfairly prejudiced by the conduct of the company's affairs, or by the act or omission. In this case, Alvin may argue that he was removed from the directorship and excluded from management, which is a breach of the mutual agreement and legitimate expectation to manage the company. This conduct is unfairly prejudicial to him as a member of the company. As such, he may apply for unfairly prejudicial remedies under Section 724 and the specific remedies available under Section 725. Here is a summary of the key points related to unfair prejudicial remedies under company law for the answer. 1. Unfair prejudice. Criteria: Section 724 of the Companies Ordinance allows relief if the company's affairs are conducted unfairly prejudicial to members' interests. 2 elements required: prejudicial conduct causing harm and unfairness. Second case precedent. In Re Taiwan, Land Investment Limited. 1981, conduct causing injury to a member was considered prejudicial. Unfairness and prejudice must coexist. Third notion of fairness. Similar to just and equitable grounds for winding up, conduct must breach terms of how company affairs should be conducted. Available remedies. Sections 725 and 726. Restraining prejudicial conduct. Proceedings in the company's name. Appointing a receiver or manager. Other orders for regulating conduct, share purchase, capital reduction, or damages. 5. Alvin's case. Alvin's removal from directorship and exclusion from management breaches mutual agreement. He can seek unfair prejudicial remedies under Section 724 and specific remedies under Section 725. The video has now ended. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye.